Hello and welcome to today's slow flow practice. Just coming onto your mat, finding a comfortable seat, knees up towards the ceiling, soles of the feet on the mat, and just start leaning back a little. Come up onto the tippy toes with the feet, reach the arms out in front. Then start to lift one foot up, parallel with the knee at a time, lowering it back down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the belly strong and the chest open while you do this. Good. Now both feet lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more times. Last time, all the way up and hold. Now start to extend the feet up towards the ceiling if you can. They can stay parallel with the knees, or you can lift, lengthening the legs out, and lower, bending the knees. Lift, lower. Good job. Let's come all the way down. Separate the knees wide, soles of the feet come together and take a little forward fold, letting the chin drop down to the chest, just rounding through the back, just for a moment. Then roll up to a seated position, pull the knees together. Let's take a reverse plank. Pull the hands under the shoulders, fingertips facing towards your feet. Knees can be bent and lift the hips high. Option to extend the legs out long. Maybe you even lift the chin, looking behind you. Start to lower down and come back into that boat pose position. Knees bent, ankles together, sole of the feet on the mat. Let's come back to our boat. Tippy toes touching the ground, fingertips reaching out in front. Lift and lower 1 foot at a time. Keeping the core switched on. Spine nice and long. Good, 1 more time. Then both feet lift. Hold here. Or maybe start to extend the feet up to the ceiling. Then bend the knees. Extend. Bend. Extend. Reach long with the toes. Wherever the legs are, hold. Then slowly release down. Come back into that seated forward fold, pulling the chest down towards the legs. Take a few breaths, and then start to make your way back up. And find that reverse plank. The knees can be bent or straight, pressing the palms into the mat, fingertips facing towards the feet. Extending the neck, looking back behind you if it's comfortable for the neck. Then maybe you even lift one leg, lower it down. Lift the other leg, lower it down, staying strong in the core. Start to lower the hips back down. Let's take a spinal twist. Crossing your left leg over your right, pulling the heel in towards the outside of the hip, and twisting to the left. Right elbow comes onto the outside of the left knee. Pull the chest around, maybe gazing over the left shoulder if it's comfortable for your neck. Slowly release. We'll come onto the other side. Lengthen out the left leg. Right foot crosses over the left knee. Left elbow onto the outside of the right knee and twist the spine around, maybe looking over the right shoulder if it's comfortable for the neck. Lengthening with each inhalation and releasing on the next exhalation. Start to swing the legs over to one side and come up into your downward facing dog. Taking your time, then let's start to roll forward, warming up through the spine, finding your plank pose. Press into the palms and the fingertips. Press the hips high, the chest back towards the legs, and sink the heels down as you breathe out. Again, inhale, roll forward. Find plank. Press back as you exhale. Find your downward facing dog. 1 more time, rolling forward. Find your plank pose. Stay a little rounded through the upper back. belly button pulling in towards the spine. Exhale, chest presses back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then inhale, right leg lifts high, find three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist. Inhale, take it all the way back and up. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, tap the knee onto the nose. Inhale, take it all the way up and back. Exhale, right knee to the outside of the right elbow, hold here. Then step the foot on the outside of the palm, finding a wide, low lunge. Move the weight into the right foot, and then step the left foot forward on the outside of the left palm, lower the hips down, finding a malasana squat. Bring the palms together at the chest, pressing the elbows into the insides of the knees, lengthening the spine as much as you can. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then start to take the hands down to the mat, shoulder width apart. Move the feet back so that you can hook the knees on top of the triceps. Bring the weight into the palms and start to lift the feet one at a time off the mat, rounding the spine and pulling the belly button in. Maybe lower the feet down and then lift them back up. See if you can hold for a few moments. Focus on that roundedness through the spine. And then lower the feet down when you're ready. Find forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Release through the spine. Then let's find Utkatasana, chair pose. Sweep the arms forward, sink the hips down and back. Belly button pulls in towards the spine again here. Palms reach high, or you can bring them down to the heart space. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let's fold. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's plant the hands down and step the feet back, finding our plank pose. Move through your chaturanga, lowering the knees down if you need. Elbows bend straight back. Pull the chest forward as you breathe in, finding baby cobra or up dog. Then exhale, pressing the chest back, lifting the hips high for downward facing dog. Let's move on to the other side. Deep breath in, left leg lifts high. Find your three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee pulls across the body to the right elbow. Twist. Inhale, take it all the way up and back. Chest presses towards the legs. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Belly button pulls up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, find your three-legged down dog. Deep breath out, left knee comes into the outside of the left elbow. Then step the left foot on the outside of the left palm. Find that low, wide lunge. Start to bring the weight into the left foot. Then step the right foot forward, finding it on the mat on the outside of the right hand. Find your malasana squat, sinking the hips down, elbows pressing into the insides of the knees, palms coming together at the heart space. Then start to lean forward, bringing the palms down under the shoulders. Lift the hips high, tuck the knees into the triceps. Weight comes into the palms, lift the feet up, round the spine, belly button pulls in. See if you can find some stillness here. Then release down, find that forward fold. Let the spine hang long. Deep breath in. Let's find our Utkatasana chair pose. Hands sweep overhead. Sink the hips down and back. Then palms come together at the heart space if you like. And if you want a little bit more, let's find awkward chair. Lift the heels up high and reach the arms out in front. Deep breath in. Then release. Find your forward fold. Let everything soften. Deep breath in to find halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands down. Let's walk, step, or float the feet back. Find your plank pose and move through your chaturanga. slowly, mindfully. Finding your downward facing dog when you're ready. And let's do that all again. Right leg lifts high as you breathe in. Find your three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to the left tricep. Twist, tapping it onto the tricep or the elbow. Reach it back as you inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, take the leg high. Exhale, right knee to the outside of the right tricep. Then step the foot on the outside of the palm. Find that low, wide lunge. Bring the weight forward into the right foot. Then step the left foot forward. Find your malasana squat. Sink the hips down. Nice, long spine. Finding this openness in the chest, this openness in the hips, the knees, the ankles. Then lower the palms down when you're ready to move into your crow pose. Maybe just playing with moving the weight into the palms. Maybe starting to lift one toe or one foot up off the mat at a time. Or maybe you're finding that nice rounded spine, belly button sucked in towards the spine, and you're lifting the feet high. And if at any stage you need a break, feel free to find child's pose or just a forward fold, or stay in that malasana squat. But now let's come down to our forward fold, lowering the feet down, chest pulls in towards the legs. Take a few breaths here. Then when you're ready, let's find that chair pose again. Reach the hands forward and overhead, drop the hips low and sweep them back. Chest is open here. Palms can come together at the heart space. Keep the belly button pulled in, then fold when you're ready. Find a halfway lift. Next inhalation. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, walk, step or float the feet back. Taking your time, lowering down. Weight comes over the hands. Exhale, bending the elbows straight back, then pulling the heart space forward. Exhale, press the chest back towards the legs. Well done. One more time on that left side. Lift the left leg high as you breathe in. Exhale, pull the left knee over to the right elbow. Twist. Lift it high as you breathe in. Find three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, rounding the spine. The weight is forward over the wrists here. Pressing into all of the fingertips. Reach that left leg high. Find three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee to the outside of the left tricep or elbow. Step the foot on the outside of the palm. Sink the hips down. Bring the weight forward into that left foot. And get ready to step the right foot forward onto the outside of the right palm. Sink the hips down, finding your malasana squat, adjusting your stance if you need to. Opening through the chest. Tailbone is directed down. You can stay here, or one last time, let's move into our crow pose. Planting the hands down, starting to press the weight into the palms and lift the feet up off the mat. Round through the spine, lift the hips high, and see if you can hold for just a few seconds before lowering the feet back down, finding your forward fold at the top of your mat. Pulling the chest in towards the legs and letting the neck and the shoulders relax. Inhale, let's sweep the hands forward and overhead. Hips reach back. Find chair pose. Hands start to come together at the heart space. And then again, let's find awkward chair, lifting the heels and starting to reach the hands out in front. Very nice. Deep breath in. Then fold as you breathe out. Take a deep breath in. Let's come into a halfway lift. Open the chest. Exhale to fold, plant the hands down. And step back to plank. maybe coming straight into your downward facing dog or moving through another chaturanga at your own pace. When you find your downward facing dog, take a few breaths, lifting the sit bones high, pressing the chest back towards the legs. Take one more deep breath in. Then lower the knees down as you exhale. Take them wide. Sink the hips back to the heels, finding your extended child's pose. Hands reach out in front. Sink the chest down. Let the forehead be heavy. And just breathe here. Noticing the temperature of your body, the pace of your heart, and the rhythm of your breath. And start to gaze forward between the palms and slowly walk the hands back up towards the hips. Slide the legs out in front, swinging the hips over to one side. Now let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to start to hook the right leg over the right shoulder. Start to plant the hands down when you've got there. And hook the left foot over the right ankle. The hands can be wider than the shoulders. We're just going to start rocking forward, maybe lifting the hips just a tiny bit off the mat as you press into the palms. Rock forward and back, releasing the hips down. See how you go. Belly button pulls in towards the spine. And if it feels good, start to lengthen the legs a little as you move the weight into the palms and lift the hips. Good. Maybe you start to bend the elbows a little as the legs lengthen, the weight is in the palms. Slowly come out and unhook that right leg. Let's stretch out through the right wrist. Press the palm away and pull the fingers back towards you. And then pull the palm towards you, pulling the fingertips back. Top of the hand facing away. And let's come on to the other side. Left leg reaches over the left shoulder or the left tricep. Planting the left hand down. Hook the right ankle over the left ankle. Palms are wide. Then again, start to rock forward and back. Weight coming into the palms and just gently lifting the hips each time. When you feel like you've got a hang of that, you can start to lengthen the legs a little as the hips lift. See how you go. Maybe you feel the chest lower a little as the hips lift. Let's just come through one more time. Hold if you can for a moment. Then lower down. Let's stretch out through that left wrist. Press the palm away, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pull them back towards your face. Then flip the palm down, pulling the fingertips back towards the face as the top of the hand faces away from you. Releasing whenever you're ready. And finding one more time that boat pose, bringing the soles of the feet down onto the mat, leaning back slightly, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. And finding whichever version of that boat pose that's challenging for you but you can hold with integrity. And from there, start to lower everything down. Slower than you want to. We're not coming back up again. Lower down, lower down, lower down. Then when you can't anymore, just release everything. Let's bring the knees up over the hips. Open the arms out wide, then drop the knees down to the right. You can just gaze towards the left fingertips here, finding a nice simple supine twist, or lengthen the right leg out and pull the left knee down towards the mat with the right hand. If you'd like to go even further, find the left toes with the left fingertips, finding cat-tail pose. Take a few deep breaths here, enjoying this twist through the spine, relaxing the face, and all the way down to the tips of the toes. Just take one more deep breath in. Then release as you breathe out, lengthening both legs out, coming to lie on your back. Then again, pull the knees up over the hips. Open the arms out wide and drop the knees down to the left this time. Maybe you just gaze towards the right fingertips, or maybe you start to lengthen that left leg out and pull the right knee down towards the mat with the left hand. Find cat-tail pose if you like. Choosing now to allow the body to be as comfortable as it possibly can be. Let everything start to slow down and soften. The body is heavy, sinking into the mat, and your eyes can close down. Just breathe here. Then when you're ready, you can start to come out of the pose, just gently, slowly. Hips roll back down onto the mat. Reach everything long for a moment. Maybe take a little wriggle through the shoulders and through the hips. And then find your Shavasana, whatever that looks like today. Maybe the soles of the feet come together and the knees open wide. Palms can be down on the mat or on the belly. Let yourself find this stillness and this silence now. Noticing the breath. Noticing all of the sensations in the body as we lie here on the mat. And perhaps taking a few minutes to focus on the rhythm of the breath, or to lay still and let the mind wander. Or if you're all ready to go, starting to stretch and come all the way up. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Thank you so much. Namaste.